start with you discussing about quantitative aptitude. That is, your class is your 189th class of the session, and here we have started with the quantitative aptitude, where we had started with the arithmetical ability. In that, we are dealing with the time and distance topic here, where we had completed the many of the questions related to it. It's approximately 54 questions we had done. And now we're going to start with the quantitative aptitude here. But before starting with the same, it's a huge request to all the viewers to please go ahead with like, share and subscribe, so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and another you can also enjoy the video as well. So the question first, we have a train running at 7 by 11 of its own speed reach at a speed in the own speed and reached a place in 22 hours. How much time could be saved if the train would have run at its own speed? Options were 7 hours, 8 hours, 14 hours and 16 hours. So we go for the same. Here we go for 55th question. So a train running at 7 by 11 of its own speed reached a place in 22 hours. How much it takes that, how much time could be saved if that train would have run at its own speed. Options were 7 hours, 8 hours, 14 hours and 16 hours. So we go for the same. We'll find out. So the new speed equals to 7 by 11 of the usual speed. New time 11 by 7 of usual time. New time 11 by 7 that we had done. So 11 by 7 of usual time equals to 22 hours, and usual time equals 22 into 7 upon 11. 11 was 11, 11 2s are 22, so it will be 7 2s are 14, so 14 hours. Hence time saved 22 minus 14 equals to 8 hours that we have here. Now we go for another question, that is going to be another important one, and that's what we have to discuss here. So here we go for the same. The next question is your 56th question of the session, and the question we have as follows. Question is, a man can reach a certain place in 30 hours if he reduces his speed by 1 by 5th. He goes 10 km in that time. Find the speed. That has been asked in SSC examination paper. So we'll go for the same here. The options for the same, it will be 4 km per hour, 5 km per hour, 5 1 by 2 km per hour, and 6 kilometer per hour. So we go for the same. A certain place in 30 hours, if he reduces his speed by 1/15th, he goes 10 kilometer less in that time. Find his speed. This has been asked in SSC examination paper. The options were 4 km per hour, 5 km per hour, 5/2 km per hour, and 6 km per hour. So we go for the same. So here we go. Let the speed be 6 km per hour. Then 30x minus 30 into 14 by 15x equals to 10. 2x equals to 10. X equals to 5 km per hour. Now we go for another question, that is the another important one. So here we go for it. That is the another important question, is your 57th question of the session here. So 57th question we have: walking 6/7 of the usual speed, a man in 12 minutes too late. The usual time taken by him to cover that distance is. This has been asked in your RRB examination paper, and that has been the important one as well. So we go for the same. For the same, the options were here: 1 hour, 1 hour 12 minutes, 1 hour 15 minutes, and 1 hour 20 minutes here. So we go for it. Walking 6/7 of his usual speed, a man is 12 minutes too late. The usual time taken by him to cover that distance is asked in RRB examination paper. Options were 1 hour, 1 hour 12 minutes, 1 hour 15 minutes, and 1 hour 20 minutes. So we go for the same. Now new speed equals to 6/7 of usual speed. New time equals to 7/6 of usual time. Seven by 6 of usual time minus usual time equals to 1/5 hours. 1/6 of usual time equals to 1 by 5 hours. Usual time equals to 6 by 5 hours equals to 1 hour 12 minutes. That we have as an answer, 1 hour 12 minutes. Yeah. Now we go for so now we talk about for 58 question of the session, and that we have as follows here. Starting from his house, one day a student walks at speed of 1/2 km per hour and reaches his school 6 minutes late. Next day he increases his speed by 1 km per hour and reaches the school 6 minutes early. How far is the school from his house? This has been asked in SSC examination paper, and that has been an important one here. So we go for the same, and options were 1 kilometer, 1/2 kilometer, 3/4 kilometer, and 2 kilometers. So we'll go for it. 58th question. Starting from his house. One day a student walks at a speed of 1/2 kilometer per hour and reaches his school 6 minutes late. Next day he increases his speed by 1 kilometer per hour and reaches the school 6 minutes early. How far is the school from his house? This has been asked in SSC examination paper. So let's go for it. Let the distance be x kilometer. Difference in timings. Goes to 12 minutes. 12 by 60 hours equals to 1 by 5 hours. 2x by 5 minus 2x by 7 equals to 1 by 5. 14x minus 10x equals to 7, and x equals to 1 3 by 4 hours. Is 1 by 3 by 4 kilometer. That is what we have as an answer here. Now we discuss about the another question, which is the 59th question of the session, and that is the question we have as follows. The question is, a train when moves at an average speed of 40 km per hour reaches its destination on time when its average speed becomes 35 km per hour. Then it reaches its destination 15 minutes late. Find the length of the journey. This has been asked in bank PO question paper. Options were 30 km, 40 km, 70 km, and 80 km. So we go for the same here, and that is your 59th question of the session here. So here we go. So with the same, a train when moves at an average speed of 40 km per hour reaches its destination on time when its average speed becomes 35 km per hour, then it reaches its destination (15 minutes late). 15 minutes late. Find the length of journey. This has been asked in the bank PO question paper here. Options were 30 km, 40 km, 70 km and 80 km. So we'll go for the same. Let the distance be x kilometer. Difference in timing (12 minutes). So difference between the timing here that we talk about it, and so difference timing between, just find it out. Difference timing difference between timing equals to 15 minutes, which equals to 1/4 hour. So let the length of journey be x kilometer, then x by 35 minus x by 40 equals to 1/4. 8x minus 7x equals to 17. X equals to 70 km. Now we talk for the next question, which has been the important one here. That is the 60th question of the session here. So 60th question we have: robot is traveling on his cycle and has calculated to reach point A at 2 p.m. If he travels at 10 km per hour, he will reach there at 12 noon. If he travels at 15 km per hour, at what speed must be traveled to reach A at 1 p.m.? That has been asked in the DMRC examination paper, and the options be half is 8 km per hour, 11 km per hour, 12 km per hour and 14 km per hour. Let's go for the same. The robot is traveling on his cycle and has calculated to reach point A at 2 p.m. If he travels at 10 km per hour, he will reach there at 12 noon. If he travels at 15 km per hour, what speed must he travel to reach A at 1 p.m. This has been asked in DMRC examination paper. Options by 8 km, 11 km, 12 km and 14 km, and that we have as follows. So here we go. Let the distance traveled be x kilometer. Then x by 10 minus x by 15 equals to 2. 3x minus 2x equals to 60. X equals to 60 kilometer. Time taken to travel 60 kilometer at 10 kilometer per hour equals to 60 upon 10 hours, which is 6 hours. So robot started 6 hours before 2 p.m. that is at 8 a.m. Required speed equals to 60 upon 5 kilometer per hour equals to 12 kilometer per hour. Now we go for another question that is of course being the important one, and that is the 61st question of the session that we have as follows. Let's go for the same. So 12 kilometer per hour will be the right answer for this question here, which has been asked in the DMRC. Now another question we have, which we have to discuss here. If the train runs at 40 km per hour, it reaches its destination rate by 11 minutes, but if it runs at 50 km per hour, it is late by 5 minutes only. The correct time for the train to complete its journey is options were 13 minutes, 15 minutes, 19 minutes and 21 minutes. So we go for the same, that is 61st question here. 61st question. If a train runs at 40 km per hour, it reaches its destination late by 11 minutes, but if it runs at 50 km/h. It is late by 5 minutes only. 5 minutes only. The correct time for the train to complete the journey options for 13 minutes, 15 minutes, 19 minutes and 21 minutes. So we go for it. So for the same, let the correct time to complete 61th question. Let the correct time to complete the journey be x minute. Distance covered in x plus 11 minute at 40 km/h, which is equals to distance covered in x plus 5 minute at 50 km/h. X plus 11 upon 60 into 40 equals to x plus 5 upon 60 into 50 equals to x equals to 19 minutes. Yeah, that we're gonna answer it out, and so here we're gonna end up with this only, and that will discuss the rest of the question in the next coming class, and which has been the 62th question of the session in 198th question class of the session as well. So for the same, that the 62th question we will discuss is your a man covered a certain distance at some speed. Had he moved 3 km faster, he would have taken 40 minutes less. If he had moved 2 km/h slower, he would have taken 40 minutes more. The distance in kilometer you have to find out, and that options we have, this has been asked in SSC examination paper, and for the same the options we have here is 35, 36 2 by 3, 37 1 by 2 and 40 here. So with the same we're gonna end up with this only, and other than this we had done your chemistry part 1, we have done chemistry part 2, we are dealing physics part 1, we are dealing here, we are dealing with the CBI and ST. We had done your reasoning, which is your verbal reasoning and the non-verbal reasoning. In terms of quantitative aptitude, we had started with arithmetical ability. In that we had done started with numbers, operations on numbers, SCF and LCF of numbers, decimal fractions, simplification, square roots and cube roots, problems on numbers, problems on edges, odds and indices, percentage, profit and loss, ratio and proportion, partnership, chain rule, time and work, pipe and cistern, time and distance, problems on train, boards and streams, allegations on mixture, simple interest, compound interest, probability, true discount, height and distance, odd man out series, and then we will discuss about the second one, which will be your data interpretation. Here we discuss about the tabulation, bar graph, pie charts and line graph. So here we're gonna end up with thank you. Hope you enjoy this video. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and give a suggestion on the comment box. Please like, share and subscribe so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and maybe you can also enjoy the video as well. Thank you. Please go ahead with like, share and subscribe. Please support us as you had supported till the date.